This little piece of police tape here in Brampton is one of the few bits of evidence that remains of a bad crash that happened here overnight. I'm Pam Seatle at the intersection of Torbram and Williams Parkway, where two police cruisers, police tell me, were heading north here on Torbram, heading to a call for a crime in progress, slammed into each other. It happened around 4:30 this morning, and as you can see, the damage was quite extensive. The two officers were transported to hospital, but luckily sustained only minor injuries. Now, normally Peel Police is very quick to put out alerts about incidents like this on social media, but in this case, their first tweet came out nearly 4 hours later, telling people that the road was closed and to avoid the area. At first, they didn't mention the reason for the closure, and it raised the question, were they being completely upfront about what happened? Was there a lack of transparency in this case, Sergeant? You guys were very quiet about this for a number of hours this morning.
Absolutely not. No, the collision happened at 4:30, which our media office is not open at that time. Shortly after I came in the morning, I realized that the one message that we put out was a collision occurred, and we changed it to departmental. So there was no lack of transparency at all. Obviously, there were pictures on the internet with the two cruisers with the damage, so there was nothing we were hiding. Our officers are held to a higher standard. We're subject to Highway Traffic Act and Police Service Act discipline, and obviously we want to promote road safety as their number one priority.
Police can't say at this point what caused the crash, if speed was involved, or if one or both of the officers did something wrong. Or if they were both heading north, why the footage looks like they actually hit head-on. Sergeant Colley tells me the Major Collision Bureau is investigating. I guess questions are always raised when police investigate police can we be sure that there will be sort of an impartial investigation here?
Absolutely. We have a number of committees, a collision review committee. It's not just one body or one area that investigates collisions. Again, we're held to a higher standard. So, if we're involved in a collision, it's reviewed by all levels of management and viewed by the investigators. And if we're at fault for a collision, we, like I said, HTA charges and also internal or Police Service Act charges.
Police admit it is very unusual for two police cruisers to collide like this, although he couldn't tell me off the top of his head how often it happens. We did dig up some stats, though, about how often police cruisers are involved with civilian vehicles. Last year it was 164. The 2 years before that it was closer to 200. In all 3 years, about half the time, police weren't even attending to a call. Now, Sergeant Colley points out that Peel Police clocked about 15.3 million kilometers on the road last year, so it's understandable that once in a while accidents are going to happen. He emphasized that road safety is a top priority for Peel Police.